Hey everyone. So I thought I'd do a video on the oil extractor, and the reason why I wanted to do it is because I know that there's not a lot of information out there on the developer site on how exactly to get the oil extractor up and running. And the reason why um, we need to understand this is because the oil extractor creates oil cans, and the oil cans are needed to create other items in the game that require electrical power in order to make. So they need electrical parts, and electrical parts come from the oil cans that the oil extractor makes. So here I have the oil extractor, I have it running. It should, once I turn it on, it should run all day, and I think at night when it gets dark, I think it shuts off. I think when it gets too dark, it just there's not enough power left in reserve for it to keep running. So my understanding is this can stack an infinite number of oil cans. I could just leave this in here, work on running this during the week, and then grab it and put it in my bag. And I don't know how high this can stack, but I had 55 at one time. So this can go pretty high. You see it doesn't have an expiration date, which is kind of cool that I can have that for so long because so many things have expiration dates. So anyway, let's see, oil extractor. Find it here, placeable, oil extractor. It requires 100 power, 4 iron ingots, 8 small stones, 20 aluminum ingots, and 6 mechanical parts. And then the mechanical parts should be right here. It's mechanical parts you craft on the advanced workbench, and you just need 1 iron ingot on the to create 1 mechanical part. Advanced workbench, placeable. Let's see, this advanced workbench, so that's wood log, iron ingot, and copper ingot. That's pretty easy to make. So the items that you're going to need, oil cans in order to make electrical parts, should be the refrigerator. You see it needs 10 electrical parts. The mixer needs 4 electrical parts. Solar battery needs 5 electrical parts. And then ceiling lamp needs 2 electrical parts for each ceiling lamp. I think that's it for items here that require electrical parts. Let's see. We go over the electrical parts. I don't think yeah. Electrical parts require 1 copper ingot and 1 plastic. Okay. Plastic, right here, requires 3 oil cans and 5 bark chips. Now, if you play this game, you know bark chips are easy to come by. We're going to have tons and tons of that from chopping down trees. Oil cans, you can only get them from this oil extractor. But once you get it going, you should be able to, within like, I don't know, maybe a week, get enough oil cans that you can make enough electrical parts to start at least making one of those items that I showed you in the list, like the refrigerator or the mixer. I mean, I think the refrigerator requires the most electrical parts. So this is my understanding of how to get the oil extractor running. So first you gotta make the oil extractor, and then second you need to make solar panels. And from reading comments in another YouTuber's video on the oil extractor, I don't know if it was Viper's or KG's channel, where somebody said you needed 8. So I put up 8 solar panels. Solar panels, let's see, placeable solar panels. Iron ingot 5, aluminum ingot 5, copper ingot 4, and then mechanical parts. It's not so bad. Those are the easy ones to put together. And then I think you need a control panel to store the energy from the solar panel. Oh, okay, so downstairs we have, I have my control panel over here. Alright, so there aren't really good directions on exactly how this all works. I'm really truthfully not sure. I've only pieced this together from reading comments in other people's YouTube videos because the developer doesn't have a very good section explaining how to get the oil extractor working. But I'm pretty sure that you need 8 solar panels and then one of these control panels. So that's enough to at least get the oil extractor going. I also have a solar battery, and the only reason why I have a solar battery is because I use the oil cans to make the electrical parts to create solar battery. And then you see that there's no information, there's no way to find out what's going on with the solar battery in terms of its energy output. I think that this 1016 is coming from the battery. And you might say, well, it says battery storage. Well, before I put up a battery storage, I was getting in information here from, I think it was the solar panel, but it doesn't, I mean, it says battery. It doesn't say solar panel. So before I created the battery, there was information in here that I think was coming from the solar panel up above. It's it's very confusing. It's very, very confusing. But I think with that information, that should hopefully give you enough to know what you need to do. So yeah, you need 8 solar panels, 1 control panel, and then once you get enough oil cans going, then you can make a battery to store energy. But still, I don't think this will run in the evening. I think when the night comes, I don't know if there's a specific time or if it's just a matter of waiting for the power that's been stored to wind down to be used by the machine, by the oil extractor, when it gets to the point where it's used up all the extra solar power, storage, whatever, and then it just shuts off. Because like around 11 p.m. tonight, this should shut off. It should. I don't believe it'll run at night, and I don't know if I need to create more batteries so that this can run at night when I sleep. Well, although it doesn't really matter because you know what? This time you see that is here, this is your my real time. That's 1 minute 27 seconds, 26, 25. That's real time. So if I go upstairs and sleep, and typically sleeping like 8 hours in your bed is what? Is it 10, 15 seconds? I mean, it doesn't really matter. If I sleep 8 hours upstairs, I don't have 8 hours worth of work that's done on this. It still, this is your my real time. So 8 hours upstairs might take 10 seconds in real time, which means that this should have been running for only 10 seconds. So you don't get any benefit from that. And I think that's how I understand it. I think. Um, but that's it. I mean, that's what you need in order to get this oil extractor up so you can get the oil cans. It's a bare minimum. I don't think that you need the solar battery. I don't know about what goes on with the refrigerator. Because right now, it says power off, which means that the power is on. But if you remember, when we looked at the control panel upstairs, we only saw 100 power going out. We didn't see, this needs 75 power. So we should really have 175 power going out, but we don't. And I honestly cannot tell you what needs to happen in order for that to work. So maybe that's another video. That's another incredibly annoying video while we try to figure out exactly what we need to do to get these things to work so that we are not wasting resources, that we're like, if we discover that you create like 10 solar batteries and it turns out you only need 5 to run everything. Well, you have 5 more than you need and you wasted resources and time doing that. That's annoying. So okay, so this is late enough. I need to get sleeping's gonna come really soon. Hopefully this will help you out in explaining exactly how everything here works. If you have any more information, you can tell me more. I mean, you guys have been great. You have shared information. You've taught me, showed me different things that I can do that I didn't know I could do in the game, like baking potatoes and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of information in this game. Lots and lots of stuff. But if any of you know more information about the oil extractor and what I've said, please go ahead and post in the video. If you have a link to more authoritative guide, because I know that the developers channel does not have enough of a guide. It talks about some things in the game, but some things it clearly does not explain, and I don't think it explains the oil extractor at all. I think we pieced this together from watching videos and reading comments in people's videos about the oil extractor. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped explain things. And I hope that you help me to understand, because that's how we're going to figure these things out. We're going to do it all together, piece by piece, figure these things out so we can enjoy the game and not waste so much time and resources on things we don't need to do. And that's it for this video. I'll do more videos, and see you later, dudes.